the best race that we've ever had, and it was so much fun.
And as brothers, how special is this?
I mean, the chemistry is all there. We've been rowing this double for 4 years now. When we started, he was probably this tall, 7th grade, and we've been racing for so long. We have so much racing experience together, and it's just a special bond that makes us even closer. Yeah, it's awesome doing it with your brother. Just knowing that you've always got him. You can be honest with him. You can be very transparent. It's just so nice to have someone that you're so close with. I couldn't imagine doing this with anyone else.
I love this. And you said this is your last one. You're a sophomore. You had to step up because this was his last one. Was that motivation for you at the start?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Last one, fast one. You know what they say.
I love it. And is there one word that you want to tell your supporters back home that's on the stream, that's on the course?
Yeah, just thank you. Shout out to Kane and Jack for me. They got second. We've been racing them for so long. They're tough guys. We're great friends with them. Shout out to them. Thank you, my dad. Thank you, all our supporters. I mean, it means the world to us that you guys show up every race and support us. So yeah, just hearing, my mom, she takes all the photos. Thank you to her. Hearing my dad on the bike just screaming, it means so much to us, and it always helps just give us that little extra boost.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your national champions of the men's youth double wide quad cities. Yeah!
Maurice building up the hype there with the winners of the men's youth double. But on the course now, we're looking at the men's youth Cox fours. On the near shore, we were getting a peek at Pocock, Brooks School Crew A in lane 6, San Diego Rowing Club in 5, in 4, Belmont Hill, Oars in lane 3, Row, New Jersey, lane 2, Sammamish in lane 1, and in lane 0, DC National.
So as we come through the first 500, we have all boats in contact with each other. Lane 1, Sammamish, has dropped back just a little bit, but they are absolutely still in contact with this pack. So right now it looks like, with a very slight lead, is Brooks School. They did have one of the fastest qualifying times, so that's not a surprise. Second place right now looks to be Belmont Hill, followed closely by both Oars, Pocock, and then Belmont Hills and Oars. So it's a very close pack. The only, I would say that Brooks School is out right now with maybe a half a length, but that is not getting larger. If anything, it's getting a little bit smaller. This is a great race.
And largely probably well, obviously for the rowers who have put in the fitness time and training, but also for the coxswains to be able to keep their crews focused and internal at this point. You don't want to think too much about what's happening side to side. You only want to tell your athletes exactly what they need to know and how they're going to do it. Look at this fantastic peloton. This is probably the most subscribed races by coaches, I think, thus far, because everyone wants to get close to the action. But we see some really good perspective here of near side Pocock, just that bow seat, and that coxswain, look, she looked right across at the stroke seat of the Brooks School. She was also looking probably for the bow card of lane 5, San Diego, saying, I want to be on that bow card, hand it to me. Then I want to hand it back down the line. That's one of the famous pain train calls for coxswains to leverage on their athletes, and it's looking like they did just that. Pocock has now been moving on San Diego moving on Belmont as they cross the 1,000-meter mark.
And as they get into this second 1,000, all of the excitement, all of the hype, that's pretty much gone now. And now it's just work, focus, and consistency. And that is exactly what they've trained for all this time. That's what their coaches have been embedding in their heads all this time. All those erg practices are for this. Being able to take the next stroke exactly the way you want to with your boat mates, and keeping your boat moving smoothly and steadily so that you can make the moves you want when you need to.
Well, love this shot here. You really feel like you're in the fight, in the thick of it. And I think I see bow card 5, San Diego, is making a very strong move. They seem to have their bow is surging up and forward, just ever so steadily against Brooks' crew right next to them. Then lane 7 also trying now, seeing that that move has been made by San Diego. Pocock is moving with them. Belmont Hill saying, don't leave me back here. I've seen their coxswain looking straight over, saying, I want to be level. Do not let your talons go out of that crew.
Yes, and that San Diego crew obviously was waiting for that moment in their race plan to make that move. And not to be denied, Pocock has said, yeah, no. not only are you not leaving me behind, but I'm going to go with you. So they're going right with them as well. Hard to see at this angle, but they're coming into that last 500 meters. There's 4 boats in position to win this race, depending on how good their sprints are, and the rest of the field is not far behind. So into this last 500 meters, let's go.
Is extra tough, last 500, and it's going to be extra tough because everyone is so close together. I mean, this is the kind of race you want to have to cap off your youth national championships. You don't, I mean, maybe if you're in the lead, you like to have a story that you won by a million miles, but these are the good stories. This is what you're going to remember to bookend this season of effort along with your teammates and your squad. And look at this for the first place position. It is incredibly tight now between Brooks School, San Diego, and Belmont Hill. We're looking to crown national champions, medaling 1 through 3, but all 8 here are A finalists at the 2025 Youth National Championships, but everyone's looking for a rank and some bragging rights. Belmont Hill taking up the rate now, trying to challenge San Diego Rowing Club to see if they can battle it down the line, see if they can then empty the tank a little earlier and a little smartly. But look at this, Belmont Hill still on the charge. San Diego holding on, near side crew. Brooks School now going with San Diego. Nearshore Pocock now also coming into view. We now have 4 boats charging towards the line. It is too close to call as to who is in the lane. Is it Belmont Hill, San Diego, Brooks School? Brooks School seems to be charging up, but Pocock now in the middle of the stroke between Pocock and San Diego. Too close to call between Brooks and Belmont. Check time team for that photo finish and official results. Next cross line is Orrs, Row, New Jersey, then DC National, and wrapping up will be Sammamish Rowing Association.
Wow, what a sprint from Pocock Boat Club. They must have executed exactly the race plan they had in mind. They were patient. They didn't get rattled when the other boats were moving. They didn't have to be ahead. We don't have a finish order yet because